All right, what we're going to do for this tech challenge, you can do it if you want to, you don't have to do it, but if you want to improve your tech, this is a good way to do it. Okay, so look at this animation here. I'm going to teach you how to make this animation, and then I'm going to get you to make your own animation. All right, so this pirate ship is a pirate ship that I created using a program called Inkscape, but you can actually create it using a program called Gravit.io that we've learnt already how to use, and then you can download the image. I may actually put another tutorial video how to use Gravit for those who can't remember. All right, so as you can see in this animation, it's very simple. We just got clouds which are moving. One cloud's moving faster than the other one. We've got these seagulls up here flapping their wings. They are seagulls, funny looking seagulls, but they are. And this boat is rocking back and forward. And this little bit of ocean is moving back and forward as well. So it's really simple, but it'll teach you some basic things that you can add to your animation. And even you can add some things that you find yourself to add to your animation. So let's get to it. Over here, whoops, I'll get rid of this. What we're going to do is we're going to create a new scratch. And what would happen is in your scratch should usually have a cat like this who is here. But what I've gone and done is we don't need him, so I click on the X to get rid of the cat. And to start off, what we're going to do is we're going to add our picture that we made. So you can use a picture that's in here. I like to use my own pictures, but I like to draw pictures outside first because it's easier to draw outside than in Scratch. We're going to draw a little bit in Scratch, but not the difficult thing. So the picture that I've drawn, to upload it, we use this thing called an upload sprite. We click on that, and here is my picture that I created. It's called my ship. All right, so if we have a look at this ship here, start off with, if you see in the animation, this ship is much bigger than this one. So what I needed to do, the first thing I needed to do was make this bigger. So we're going to start with an event, which is going to be the start flag. So that's going to start our program. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change how this looks. We're going to make it bigger. So what's something which does the appearance is looks. And what we're going to look for is we're going to look for this thing which is set size to 100%. Okay, so what happens with that set size to 100%? If you click on it, nothing's going to happen. Because set size to 100% means it's 100% of the size what it is originally, which is the size which it was originally. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to 150. So it's not going to double the size, it's going to kind of add half of the size to itself. So if we click play here, you see this is how big our pirate ship is. Much better. So we got our pirate ship. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our pirate ship in the position where we want it to be during the animation. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but if you can see my cursor here, underneath where the pirate ship is, there's a thing which has X, which shows across, and Y, which is up and down. If I move this pirate ship around and drop it, you'll see that the X changes and the Y changes. There you see here. Move over this side, the X is 151, the Y is 3. If I move back over here, X is minus 86, Y is minus 29. You see the up and down with the Y. Let's watch the Y in particular. Right now it's minus 29. If we move it up near the top, it's going to be a higher number, 161. So what we want it to do is we want our boat to start in a position so that if we were to accidentally move it over here, it won't stay there when we click play, but it'll actually go back to the position where we want it to be, because it's going to look a bit funny if our boat's up in the air, unless you have a flying boat. So I want my boat to start about here. That looks good. It's at minus 24, minus 25. So we need to add the code to get it to start there. The way we do it was go to motion, and we go to this one here, which is go to X minus 24, X minus 25. Notice the numbers are the same. It does it to where the boat is. So if we were to click play, it's going to be there because we haven't moved it. But if we were to move it over here and then click play, it's going to move back to the position. We're going to move it up here, click play, it's going to go back to that position there. So go to X minus 24, Y minus 25. Okay, so that's basically, it's setting up the looks of our boat, how big it is, and where it's going to start. Now what we want to do is we want to make it so that our boat is animated, so that it rocks back and forward like this. Hi ho, hi ho. No, it's the wrong song, isn't it? That's not a pirate song. All right, so we're going to get it to rock back and forwards. So the way that we do this is this animation, if you notice it, it continues forever. It doesn't stop. You could have this playing for days if you wanted to. But the way that we do that is we go to events. No, not events. We go to control. And you'll see there's the thing here, which, do we want it to repeat 10 times? Do we want to just do it 10 times? That's not really forever, is it? So we want to use the one which is forever. It's not going to stop. Okay. So forever, it's going to rock backwards and forwards. So we want it to rock back and forward. So what we want it to do is, if we were to go here to our motion, which has our rotating, and we were to put this in there and this in there, so turn left, turn right, turn left, click play, you're not going to see anything. All right, because what's happening is it's happening, but it's happening too quickly. All right, so what we want this to do is we want it to slow down. So the way that we get this to slow down, forward and back, is we need to put a weight in between. Okay, so let's say we got this one here, weight it's under control actually, wait 1 second, put that in here, put one more wait 1 second in here. All right, and look at what's happening. Okay, all right, it's got a funny kind of rotation, and you'll see it's rotated around. Okay, so that's not really what we want. So we got it rotating and turning, but this boat looks like it's going down. It's going to sink, right? Not what we want. So what we want to do is we want to set it so that it's nice and flat at the beginning. We're going to take that out because that's not working for us. We want it to be nice and flat at the beginning and in between, so that when it rotates, it kind of keeps going back to the middle part. We do that by using this thing which is in motion, and we use this thing called point and direction. All right, so if we were to click on here and click on this number which is next to it, you'll see that it has this rotational thing on it, and we can pull that around. So let's see, pointing this way, will it point the right way? Point in direction 90, let's see, will it? Yes, it will. So that's good. Pointing it in direction 90 would go that way. If we were to do it the other way, as you see, it rotates around, but we want it to point in 90 degrees. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put our rotation that we had there. We're going to click play, and you'll see it goes there, but it doesn't go all the way back. So what we want it to do is we kind of want it to turn, and then we want it to go back to the normal position, and then we want it to turn backwards. So we're going to point it in the direction 90 again, okay, and then we're going to turn it after we do that. So you'll see here it's rocking, and that's really rocking a lot. In fact, it would be big waves to be rocking that much. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our rockiness to 6, and we're going to set this one to 6. Let's see how rocky that is. That's a bit better, isn't it? A little bit smoother, not as rocky. We don't need big waves for that one. All right, so you could keep it at 1 second if you wanted to. You could make it happen a bit quicker if you wanted to. You could have it slower if you wanted to. I'm going to keep mine at 1 second though, because that's a nice little bit of rockiness. And actually, that's where we're going to stop this video so that you have kind of time to catch up before I move on to the next one.